guys, welcome back to the series. Last time we worked on the feminine energy and any traumas we might have with that. Today we're going to be working on the masculine energy and any traumas we might have related to that energy. I'm going to kind of feel the energy and kind of go from there. It could be any type of trauma, so I'm not exactly sure what style of trauma we're going to be working on today. Okay. I do feel a sadness and I am drawn to the heart chakra right away. We're gonna go in there. I'm feeling not good enough, so we're just going to kind of pull that energy out, release that. I am feeling a lot to do with like expectations, and yeah, I think that's probably the direction we're gonna go into. I know that there is a lot of unrealistic expectations put on the masculine energy, having to be stoic, not feeling grounded, constantly having to take care, having to kind of be, I don't know, like a boss in a way. Not show weakness. I think that's what we're working with today. I'm just going to ask, is there any masculine energy, like a person that has caused trauma that we can release today as well? A little bit, yeah, we're going to work with that type of energy as well a little bit today. Okay, so I'm going to actually just kind of start in that crown chakra and just see how it's feeling. Okay, we're going to allow your crown chakra to connect with other people. We are kind of taking away the expectations of what masculinity will look like and kind of feeling like you have to fit into that specific mold. This is usually connected to spirituality, so I don't know if some of you maybe grew up religious with specific ideas of what a man should be based on that religion. Obviously there could be other reasons as well. That's just the first thing that comes to my mind. Just kind of, I feel like there's specific persons, so we're just kind of cutting that cord that maybe put this idea of expectations in your mind of what it looks like to be a man. If you're a woman, that's really okay, because a lot of us do feel the need to be like a man as well, to be respected, so we're also kind of working with that concept. Or this could be related to how you see masculinity, the way you see other men, and that affects the balance of masculinity and femininity inside of you. So to that third eye, this is where I'm feeling that sadness, okay? Just wanting to be accepted, wanting to be valued. Yeah, I'm feeling like you're not feeling valued or seen for the work and energy that you are putting in. Okay, we're going to fill that chakra. We're going to kind of fill it with like you are enough and who you are is acceptable and will be seen by those that are important. We're also going to help your third eye recognize that we may not always see what everybody else sees, and most of the time people see us in a better light. Just feeling a lot of insecurities surrounding this masculine energy. Now to the throat chakra. I find with masculine energy, throat chakra is often messed up. Because there is this need, and I'm feeling this, there's this need to be heard, to be seen, to be the center, to be empowered, to have control, but also not being able to express yourself, not being able to really show what's important to you. So we're going to kind of try to release that as well. I'm going to open up that throat chakra a little bit more, allowing you to have more self-expression, and we're kind of tapping into that third eye, trying to get rid of that judgment that you feel towards yourself, that you feel towards others, judgment that you wish that you didn't have, but was kind of taught to you. Good. I feel like you know that there are some toxic ideas and what you're thinking, but you just are having a hard time releasing them because they're just so deep inside of you. Good. We're actually going to go right to that inner child just for a moment now. And we're going to help get rid of that concept that crying and showing emotions and sharing your needs, boundaries, desires, we're going to help get rid of the concept that that's a bad thing and that makes you weak. We're also going to help kind of correct the way you do share your goals. Yeah, because I'm feeling that there has to be some sort of power and has to be, some sort of control there. Kind of showing your body that there's different ways for power control than just being loud, or presenting your ideas in a specific way. You can be calm and peaceful and creative and excited without that being a bad thing. So we're just working on that inner child. We're going to kind of look at the cord connections of the people around you because this is taught. We're just going to cut some cords that are no longer needed. Maybe some friendships that really were not beneficial for us, or some men in power around you that might have just been a bad influence. You don't need to have those connections. Good. We're going to look at those cord connections that did influence you in a negative way but are important. Maybe we're looking more at like family members or friends that you still continue to have, siblings, more important or influential in your life, people that you want to make proud. Just kind of cleansing the cord of judgment and the concept of the ideas that you feel like you want them to see you as. Kind of strengthening that, and we're going to allow love and acceptance to kind of flow over those cords. You don't need to show up as anybody else but yourself. Okay. We're just going to kind of go some ideas that you might be hearing as a child and just kind of pulling those ideas and concepts from you. They're kind of created into a core idea, but we're just kind of trying to break down that core idea and allow it to rebuild as an adult so that you can have a bit more control of what your idea and what you want to have as the concept of masculinity. Good. We're just opening it up for new knowledge, knowledge and new ideas. Okay, we're going to open that up all the way to yourself now, who you are now. Allowing you to start from the beginning and rebuild. Good. Okay, now we're going to go into that heart chakra. This is right where I was drawn. And no, we're actually now going to go to the root chakra. Okay, your stability. I do find that masculine energy is very much so tied to these lower chakras, to at least right now I'm feeling that. Don't know if I always feel that way. Weird. Okay. But like the world around us, a lot of times we view masculinity as, going out to get the money, protector, provider, this type of thing. So we're just going to kind of check that root chakra. We're going to kind of pull your worth away from how much you make or what the world sees as success, and allow you to feel success in just being yourself, expressing who you are, having your needs met, your boundaries set. And kind of the money and all of that stuff to be a way to gain the things that you actually desire and actually want to have in your life, and not be a measurement of your value. Also, we're doing the same thing to like your home, the way you look, just your worldly things, not having those represent your value, but who you are represent your value instead. We're connecting that up to your heart chakra. Now you want to go to the heart chakra. Okay. Okay, before we move on to the next ones, I am feeling some sort of cord connection, some trauma that maybe was put on you by a masculine energy that was surrounding. I am hearing religion. This is the second time that religion has come to my mind. Religions can be very beautiful, but they can also damage some ideas, concepts that we have. Okay. I'm also feeling for some of you, this trauma might be very, it makes me feel kind of sick. So for some people, we're dealing with like, maybe we weren't good enough for somebody, or I don't know how to explain it. But for some of you, this trauma is different, a lot more intense. I'm feeling it kind of in the stomach area. So we're kind of might be looking at sexual type trauma for some of you. I'm not going to dig deep to really know exactly, but we are going to kind of work with both those different types of traumas right now. Okay. So there's this kind of like heaviness. So I'm going to kind of pull the heaviness all together. We're going to kind of anchor it into the earth. The earth does represent safety, stability, that root chakra. We're going to kind of allow it to go into the earth, and we're going to pull up that safety through that root chakra and remind yourself that now you're safe, now you have more control. There still is some heaviness, so I'm just going to kind of pull that. I'm feeling that this process is slow, it's tiring, it's very, very heavy. I feel like literally like I actually feel like weight. It's kind of crazy. And when I release into the earth, it really does feel like that weight is just floating away. For some of you, I think grounding, because I am connecting this release, grounding might be helpful for you right now in your healing. Just as the seasons change, it might be a good time for you to get outside, feel the earth, interact with the earth. Okay, I think just one more time. I don't think that I'm releasing all of this exactly, especially for a lot of you, I'm not releasing all of this right now, but I am anchoring it down so that it knows to be released and that it will be released as time goes on. Okay, we're checking that cord. We're just going to kind of pull that cord away completely. It's not needed. And we're going to put up some protection as well to keep you safe from the trauma, from the ideas and concepts that were created from this trauma, and also just to reassure your body that you are okay now. Where you are is safe. Okay. I might do a deeper dive, a video diving deeper into this, because it does feel like a lot. What I did now is good for the progress and the healing that you are at this particular time. But I would say, like, I'm even feeling like a month, a few weeks from now, I'm feeling that might be a good time for you to dive deeper into this trauma and try to work with it more and heal it more. We're kind of doing an initial release, and it's going to kind of prepare it for this trauma to be worked through. Yeah, I'm just feeling that the energy, your energy right now is preparing to kind of deal and cope and let go of, even I heard that you might not be able to fully let go of it for some of you, but sometimes it's hard to put words to what I'm feeling. It's just, I feel like, yeah, you're getting close to the time that's ready to move on from this, or to stop. It's going to stop having as big of an impact on your life, at least. Yeah. As I said, I'm not just talking to the people that had the sexual trauma. I'm also talking to some people, like, I'm feeling maybe some sort of abuse for some of you. Like, there's just some sort of, like, strong masculine energy that really had an effect on the way your safety and how you feel in the world, and the way you're presenting yourself is based off of this fear that was created around this person. Yeah. And for those of you that this doesn't resonate with, it doesn't mean the rest of this video isn't for you. Sometimes big traumas come up for certain people watching these videos, and yeah, we do want to deal with that, because I am getting a lot of information and a lot of energies coming into me at one time. So yeah, if this doesn't resonate with you, that's okay. It does not mean that this video isn't necessarily for you. Or if you felt like it was resonating and then it stopped resonating at that moment, that's okay as well. It doesn't mean that the rest of the stuff did nothing. Okay. It's funny, I'm still feeling more energized. The feminine videos have been making me feel so drained, and now this masculine energy now, it's still making me feel energized. Okay, now we're gonna go to the, let's do solar plex chakra first. No, sacral chakra. Okay, we're going to the sacral chakra. These two I often find are very messed up when it comes to men, or masculine energy, not just men. So right now we're dealing with self-expression, we're dealing with pleasure, and sexuality. There is always a focus in these chakras, and it is always off balance, it seems, and kind of chaotic. So we're just going to kind of bring peace to this chakra right now, kind of allow it to focus as well. We're also going to allow it to create deeper connection. I can feel this healing right in my chakra actually right now too, so this must also be for me. It's one thing I love about making these videos is I'm also healing myself. Okay. Okay, that flow is feeling a lot better. Now we're gonna go up to that solar plex chakra. This is the one where we're really expressing ourselves and really feeling so much of our creativity and allowing that to flow. And that is very much often tied to our feminine energy, like the flow, the creativity. But masculine energy is so needed for this, because without the masculine energy, it's always going to stay a concept, but the masculine energy really comes in and helps us push forward and use our creativity to do things. So masculine energy is just so important. I find it so important for this chakra. The balance between the masculine and feminine is essential for your creativity and your success. This is making me excited. Having worked on the feminine energy and now coming in with this masculine energy, it just feels so powerful right now. Okay. I know, next video I'm supposed to be doing the balance between these two, but I kind of just feel like I'm balancing this right now. Okay, is there any traumas related to this? No, I kind of feel like we kind of released all the traumas. I think now we're ready to balance, so next video we're going to do that. This is feeling really, really great. I feel like we did release quite a bit. Okay. Yeah, I'm definitely feeling that your energies are ready now to just be meshed together, the feminine and masculine. So we are going to end the session here. Thank you so much for joining me today. And I really appreciate any comments I get, or if you haven't subscribed and you keep coming back to my videos, I would appreciate the subscription a lot. And thank you so much for joining me on this series. And yeah, the next video will be the last one of it, and we're just going to work on meshing these two energies, the feminine and masculine, together and creating one good flow between everything. So yeah, anyways, thank you so much, and I will see you guys next video. Bye.